All right, guys, I'm back, and this video we're going to talk about risk management. Risk management is the key. Risk management is the key to everything in trading. Risk management means basically wealth, right? If you don't have a good risk management, you will never be a successful trader. You will never make it big time. You might be, and you might be without risk trading. If you're lucky, you might be a break-even trader, right? I've never seen in my life a single trader that is doing well but has no proper risk management. So in this video, I'm going to explain my thoughts about risk management, what my how my process is, what I do to minimize my risk, and what I would recommend to you guys. Okay, so let's start by making a map, mind map, right? Risk management. So I'm going to draw up a scenario, which I think is the ideal type of risk management, and hopefully you guys understand what I mean. So let's see here. What should we start with? All right, let's start with the capital of the account. Let's say you have $5,000 that you're trading with, right? $5,000. If I were to have an account with $5,000 in it, my trading strategy and risk management style would be like this. I would aim to make it realistic. Let's say every time I get a 10% gain on this account, meaning every time I get $500, right? I take so when we are on $5,500, I will take 10% of the account, in this case $500, and withdraw it to my cold storage. I usually do it like this. So let's say we're taking, let's say this is my cold storage, right? Oh wait, shit. This is my cold storage. Okay, let's make it bigger. This is my cold storage right here. Every time I reach my goal of $500, which is 10% of my account, I exchange this to $250 of, let's say, my favorite altcoin, Ethereum, right? So let's make it like this, right? Wait, can I make it like a line? Can I? No? Okay. So this half is ETH. This half is USDT, right? So when I withdraw $500, I will put 250 into ETH, meaning I will make the $250 of this value here and convert it to Ethereum and withdraw it to my cold storage. And same thing with the other half. But instead of Ethereum, I do USDT. So I put 250 into USDT. Why would I want to exchange this to a to USDT? Well, my answer is simple, because in this is my opinion. Cash will always be king. And I do believe cryptocurrency is the future currency. However, as long as the banks rule the world, there will always be cash. Cash is king. So I want to always be sitting on cash. So in case of, there's a huge market crash or whatever, I have cash on hand to go back right in. So let's do the math here, right? My risk management strategy is I have 1 to risk ratio reward. Risk reward ratio. So yeah. So this is what I aim for. So I always aim for the double amount I'm risking. So if I'm risking 1%, I'm aiming for 2% win. This is part of my risk management. Whoop. Let's make it like this. Whoop, right? I don't want it that thick. Why is it that thick? Yeah. Let's take it like that. Boom. Right. And yeah, so what you need to understand is, if you have a proper strategy, if we take my 5-minute scalping strategy as an example here, depending on the month, like let's take last week. Last week I did how much did I on my scalping account? I don't have much in it. I have like 2K in it. I did $500 in 1 week, right? $500. That is roughly 25%. Is it? Wait, 400. Yeah, that is 25%. So in 1 week, and I'm not saying this is what you're going to do every week. I mean, $500 in 1 week, that equals to 25% of my account. So what should I do at this moment, right? At this moment, I should take this amount and put it and use this strategy here, or any other altcoin you like. But what I'm doing right now, which I wouldn't actually recommend, but you know, it's not that I wouldn't recommend, it's just a bit more risky. What I'm doing right now, I'm compounding. I want to come to roughly 10K, maybe 7K, and then start using this strategy. This is what I'm doing right now, compounding. But let's say I'm at this level and I made 25% in 1 week. How much would that be? I'm still waiting for your answer. That would be, let's say 20%. Shit, my math is so off. I'm so tired. 20% is $1,000. And this is how much I would have made. 1,250 in 1 week. In 1 week. But let's say 20%. I would still have made $1,000. Let this sink in. $1,000. There are 4 weeks in a month. Let's say you trade for 2 weeks and you're off for 2 weeks. $2,000. And I'm not saying this is like, wow, that's a lot of money. I'm not saying that. It's just imagine you made $2,000. That's simple. So risk management is very important. Risk management is a very in-depth, it's a subject that you can go very in-depth into. But you know, I will later make a video that is more advanced, but it's very important to understand the basics. The basic is you don't want to risk your account. You want to minimize the risk, right? So let's say in 1 week, you made $500, right? In 1 month, let's say you did this consistently. In 1 month, you have $2,000, right? And your account is still at 5,000. You just keep doing this over and over and again. After 2 months, so what you need to understand is you're still compounding, right? You're still doing actual compounding, but you're not doing active compounding. There is a difference. There's active compounding and there's passive compounding. What active compounding is, you let this money be in your account and you just keep having bigger capital. That is what I'm doing right now to reach a certain level on my scalping account. Once I've reached that certain level, I will start to do passive compounding. A cold storage is a passive compounding. So when you're doing a passive compounding, let's say you reach five grand in your cold storage. That is roughly like 2.5 months. If in this case, I'm not saying that this is the case that will play out every single time. It's an example. After 2.5 months, you have 5 grand in your cold storage. you have doubled your starting capital. So you just passive compounded, and that way, when this is in your in your passive storage, I mean cold storage, you're not risking it, right? No, you're not risking it. It's sitting in your account. It's just literally sitting and waiting for you. This is called proper risk management. You need to, like, these are very important. This is important, having a proper risk and reward ratio that you want to consistently stick to. Having goals is the second most important point. You need to have goals that you need to consistently follow. It's very important that you follow these goals. And this is your capital that you start with, right? By sticking to your system, and once again, this is coming to divergent thinking. Your system, you need to believe in your system. This is your system. Trust in your system. Yeah, so I don't, hopefully this makes sense. And as I said, I will make a video that is more complex than this. I will go more into details. But I believe risk management is a subject you need to share, not teach. I don't want to use the word teach because I don't want to teach anyone anything. I'm just sharing my experience. Is a subject you want to be careful with, because the more in depth you get to risk management, the more complex it can get. You need to make it simple and take it step for step. So let's call this risk management part 1. This would be my risk management part 1. I will go in, as I said, I will go more in depth, but it's important to, understand all this. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully this time it won't be 360p. And as I promised, I'm trying to make it 1080p this time. Hopefully I fixed my OBS settings. And yeah, make sure to join my Discord group. We have a very nice Discord going on. We're doing a 2K to 20K challenge that I'm going to update today, how we're doing there. We're also doing some stocks, but I'm not that invested in stocks right now. I'm just, I have some stocks in my long-term portfolio. We have an awesome group here. Everyone is friendly. Everyone is sharing their thoughts and experience, sharing their strategies. When you join, make sure to tick this box on the disclaimer so you can get access to all these channels. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.